Hi students, welcome to BTech 360. A lot of you have been asking us, based on the percentile that you got from JEE Mains, what kind of college you'll get and what kind of branch you'll get. We obviously did some story of how at a different branch level, what kind of percentile will get you which college, right? But now you want a different thing. You wanted to understand if you got a 93 percentile, what kind of college you will get and what kind of branches within those colleges you'll get. So what we're doing right now is from 99.99 percentile to 90 percentile. We're giving you a range of colleges and the branches that you'll get over a series of videos. So for example, if you're a 92 percentiler, there is one video for 92 to 93 percentiler and so on and so forth. My suggestion is you must also look at 1 percentile above and 1 percentile below so that you actually have a fair idea of what are the chances, good chances, bad chances or tough chances. Right? But what we're doing now is we're talking about best colleges and branches excepting JEE Mains between 99.99 percentile to 91 percentile. This is being done over a series of videos. It is not just one single video that's going to give you all those things. You will notice that as I move along. Right? But the important thing is we'll cover every college that is accepting JEE Main and up to 91 percentile you have some kind of a data. And before I move any further, please subscribe to BTech 360. It is very important for us to know that you are actually being helped in the kind of effort that we're making. So if you really like us, if you really want us to continue this work, subscribe to BTech 360. Before I move ahead now, you must know what is the kind of percentile that you get that. You know what kind of percentile will get you anything out here. And for that, you need to understand at 99.7 percentile, the kind of rank you're likely to get is 4350 to 4500. At 19.5 percentile, it's 7251 to 7501. 99.3 percentile is 10,151 to 10,501. 99 percentile is 14,501 to 15,001. Now between 99 and 98.5, you actually have the other gap, it's 15,000 to 21,000. 98.5 percentile is 21,752 to 22,502. 98 percentile is 29,000 or 30,000. 97.5 percentile is 36,253 and so on and so forth. You actually covered up to 91.5 percentile where the rank is likely to be about 1,25,000, 1,23,259 to 1,27,509. All this is based on one simple assumption that the number of test takers this time around is about 15 lakh. The first session you actually had about 13 lakh, but we'll actually have a few more uniques getting added and we're broadly estimating that your total number of students who will appear for the JEE Main is about 15 lakh students. And this entire calculation is based on that of what percentile will get you what rank. Now what do we have now? This rank we also know last year what essentially happened at a college and a branch level and what rank got you some kind of a college and some kind of a branch, which is what we're going to map. So that's the whole purpose of this entire exercise, right? Now before I move further, it's very important for you to know how to use your college rank that you have in your hand to optimize your choices of whether you should go for a branch in a lesser known institution or go for a college and a lesser known branch. So for example, you might prefer a branch which is getting very less placements but in an IIT versus a branch that is getting a lot of placement because it's a lot of demand but may not be in IIT of course is JEE Advanced but NIT or IIIT or whatever it is. And that's a call that you will take. And at JoSAA level, we are talking of NITs, IIITs and GFTIs, right? We're not talking of IITs essentially, but we're talking of these three. And within that, now you know that some colleges are very, very good and they get a placement. And some colleges are decent enough, but the best branch gets you a far better placement than in the best colleges in a lesser known branch. That choice is what we're talking of. We're talking of the college versus branch kind of a choice that students must make and how much they must go about doing it, which is where this particular data would be very important for you. Because here you will understand the kind of placement you're likely to get at a branch level versus the kind of placement that you're likely to get at a college level is what we're going to explain here. Now just look at this. For BTech CSE, we got information from 29 institutions, right? Of these 29 institutions, 14 are IITs, 11 are NITs and 4 are IITs, right? When you look at all this data of 29 institutions, the total placement at IIT is 93.91%, at NITs it is 89.27% and IIITs are 70%, close to 70%. But overall you have a 90% placement. And when you look at the average CTC across these 29 institutions, the average CTC, average of the median salaries across 29 institutions is 22.27 lakh rupees. So you understand that CSE as a branch has a better opportunity of getting placed because 90% of the students are getting placed and the median of the average salary is about 22 lakh rupees. That's a very good number to deal with. Now you go further down to IIIE, right? In IIIE, we actually have 13 IITs data, 5 NITs and 0 IIITs because they're not offering IIIE. The average placement is about 85%. And the average of the median salary is 17.54 lakh. So here it's about 5 lakh lesser, which is about, if you look at it, about 25% lesser the moment you come down to EEE. And the placement percentage also is about 5% lesser. Now you go further down to civil engineering, which is a core engineering branch. We have data from 11 IITs and 11 NITs. So you have data from 22 institutions in that sense. Here the placement is only 72%. So it's about dramatic drop of about 17-18%. By the way, here also there's a big gap because a lot of students don't even register for placement, and that data is missing here. This data is from those people who registered who wanted to get placed, right? Now, when you look at that, 72% placement and only 10 lakh, which is about 40% of what CSE offers, or 45% of what CSE offers, right? And that is the problem, that on one hand, your placement drops by about 17-18%. In fact, it's about 30-40%. And then your placement is less than half, actually 40% of what CSE. Go further down, BTech Chemical Engineering, you have data. Here, the average placement, we actually have data for 18 institutions across IITs and NITs. 77% placement is what they claim. 12.35 lakh is the average of the median salaries. When you take BTech ECE, 80% placement from 17 institutions that we have data, and 16 lakhs is the average of the median salary. And when you look at BTech Mechanical, 23 institutions for which we have data, 85% placement, and the average salary is 12.3 lakh. What I'm trying to say is, if you look at now CSE, it's 22 lakhs. If you look at ECE, it's 16 lakh. You come to civil, it's about 10 lakh. And you look at mechanical or chemical, it's about 12 lakh. And the placement percentage also drops. So this is the big thing that you need to understand, that how do you use the branch that is greater in demand and choose a college instead of choosing a college and taking any branch that comes your way. I would always choose this part of it, of choosing a branch and then choosing a college, then choosing a college and taking any branch that comes its way, because even in the best IITs that you have, IIT Delhi, Bombay and all, for which of course we have data here also, some of the branches are not getting any placement. In fact, I know for a fact that in IIT Delhi also you have some branches which are having only 35-40% placement. And if you take it from the number of students who are sitting in the classroom, it's almost half of the students are not getting placed. And that is what I want you to consider. And for that, what we've done is, we have actually something called a college predictor. This college predictor, you just need to input your percentile. It gives you what rank you're likely to get. Of course, you need to fill up the whole thing of home state and all, because for NITs you would obviously use that to get into the college, and the caste group, whether you're the gender and the specially abled. And by the way, it's a paid tool, but we are opening it free for all of you so that you can use that at this point in time. This will tell you what kind of college and what kind of branch you'll get. And please use this because it's very, very important, right? So this is something that I want you to use, and I've shown you the placement data. After this, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you at a granular level of what percentile will get you which college and which branch in that particular college is what I'm going to show you in layers, which means I'll do 99.9 to 98 and 98 to 97 and so on and so forth. Keep watching this and you'll exactly know what I'm talking about. So what we'll do right now is, we'll start covering those colleges that you'll get in the 91 to 92 percentile. You must remember that as we keep going down the ladder, because we're starting from the bottommost now, which is 91 to 92 percentile, the number of options that you will have is much lesser. But when you go to 99 percentile, many options exist, right? So we will cover right now 91 to 92 percentile and tell you what are the colleges and what branches you will get within those colleges. So obviously, because the percentile is so low, you will have about 130,000 plus students who would got this 91 to 92 percentile. The rank would also be very high, and to that extent, the number of options that you have would be very limited. But still, if it's important for you, please look at this very carefully, right? On one of the things that you will get is the School of Studies in Engineering and Technology, Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya, Bilaspur, right? This is GFTI, right? GFTI is Government Funded Technical Institutions, right? Here, the NRF rank of this one is 151 to 200. You'll get BTech in Industrial and Production Engineering. In the All India category, the highest closing rank for this particular course was 1,18,408, right? So which is where you're likely to get that. Then you'll get National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management, which is NIFTM. This is called NIFTM. It's a type of, it's a national institution. The NRF rank is 101 to 150. You'll get BTech in Food Technology and Management. It's All India, and the highest closing rank is 1,20,222. Then you look at Indian Institute of Carpet Technology in Badoni. It is again a GFTI, right? And it's BTech in Carpet and Textile Technology. It's All India. It's 1,20,668. The next one is Sant Longwal Institute of Engineering and Technology. It's in Longowal. It's a GFTI. NRF rank is 79 best engineering college in the country. You'll get BE in food technology, All India quota mein. The rank here is 1,21,270. You'll get Tezpur University in Tezpur. It's a GFTI. Rank is 150/200. You'll get BTech Food Engineering and Technology, All India quota mein, at 1,21,531 is the highest closing rank last year. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya in Sagar. It's a GFTI again. As I said, as you keep going down the ladder, you'll least likely to get NITs and IIITs, but you'll get GFTIs, which is what we are discussing. So even the earlier one, what I showed you, is not NIT, it's a GFTI. National Institute of Food Technology is also a GFTI. Right? BTech in Fashion and Apparel Engineering, All India quota, 1,22,521. Right? Just to put things in context, this is a GFTI, not an NIT. This is a GFTI. NIT is wrong. But anyways, we'll go to the next one also. You will get Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya in Sagar. It's again a GFTI. BTech in Dairy Engineering you'll get, All India quota. 1,25,047 is the highest closing rank. Then again in the same institution, you'll get BTech in Food Engineering and Technology, All India, at 1,25,270 is the highest closing. So what you're likely to get, as I said, is when you keep going down the ladder, you'll get a lot more GFTS. Very difficult for you to get IIITs or NITs, but which is what we saw in the 91 to 92 percentile. We'll keep covering this percentile by percentile. You'll understand what I'm saying. Right?